Today, I'm going to share with you a communication tool that can absolutely transform your love life, really any relationship that you have. And if you're learning this tool for the first time here today, it's going to empower you for the rest of your life. Check it out. Hey there, my name is Matt Boggs, and I'm the founder of the Love and Relationship Division of the Brave Thinking Institute, where our mission is increasing love in the world one heart at a time. And if you're not a member of this community yet, take a moment and hit that subscribe button and click that little bell, because every week we bring you videos to empower you in your love life and help you create a life you absolutely love living. So now today we're talking about a communication tool specifically centered on anger. What anger is, and what's underneath it that can actually help it dissolve and melt away. Because it's in those moments where we get angry that are the greatest conflicts in our relationship. Because when we get angry, it's often the hardest time to think clearly. We move into the emotional area of our brain, our adrenals fire, right? Our blood pressure goes up, our heart starts to race, we'll get sweaty. Our body is literally preparing us for a fight. Even though it might not be a physical engaging fight, it's an emotional engaging fight, but our autonomic nervous system responds the same way. And often it's really tough to think clearly when we're in that angry emotional state. Let me give you an example of this. Several years back, my friends and I, we had planned a trip together, and then the planning kind of fell off and we didn't hear from them. They weren't going to come with us on this trip. And then we decided, well, we're not going to go on the trip. And then the time of the trip came around, and I see on social media that they went on that trip, and they went on that trip with another family. And I could feel myself getting so angry about this. And I was like, are you kidding me? They went on this trip with this other family, didn't even tell us about it, didn't communicate about it. I just felt so mad, and I could feel myself getting angry. And I wanted to call them and have this conversation, but I knew that if I called them in an angry state, that it wasn't really going to go well, because really what I wanted was more connection with them. I wanted a good friendship with them. And so I learned this principle from the Gottman Institute, and they designed a model called the anger iceberg. See, most people don't know this. In fact, usually only therapists or relationship counselors know this, that anger is a secondary emotion. Anger is a secondary emotion. And it's a lot like this iceberg, that above the water is 10% of the iceberg. That's what's presenting. But below the water is 90% of the iceberg. It's submerged. You don't see it. That's a lot like anger. 10% of the emotion is anger. It's above the surface. It's what's presenting to you. But really 90% of the emotion is below the surface. It's not anger. It's other primary emotions that are driving the anger. Emotions like fear, emotions like hurt or betrayal or rejection, emotions like stress or overwhelm, right? Those emotions can often then trigger us, and the presenting emotion is anger, but what's really underneath it are these other emotions. And so when you're wanting to resolve a conflict, if you want yourself to feel better, if you want to help someone else to feel better, and they're coming at you and they're angry, let that be a signal that triggers in your mind that says, okay, this is the secondary emotion. What else is going on under the surface? What are they really feeling? It's kind of like the game Jenga, where these emotions are stacked on one another. If you can find that primary emotion that's triggered, pull that out, help that person heal that emotion, all the stacked emotions can just fall away. And so I asked myself, wow, I'm feeling really angry, but what's that feeling underneath that? And there's two primary feelings that I had that usually end up becoming the primary feelings underneath when someone's angry, and it was hurt and scared. I felt hurt. I felt rejected. I felt that they didn't want to spend time with us, and that hurt. And I also felt scared that we would lose our friendship. I had so much fun with these guys. We've been friends a long time, and I didn't want to lose that friendship. And so honoring that place in me, saying, wow, I feel hurt about this, and I feel scared about that, I was able to have the conversation. And instead of saying, I'm so pissed, and how could you guys do this, and you totally backstabbed us, or ineffective communication, I was able to say, I saw these posts and I feel hurt that you guys didn't choose us. And I feel scared that we're drifting apart. I feel scared that our relationship isn't as close as it once was. And what's so amazing is coming to that conversation with that level of vulnerability gave my friend the ability to be vulnerable, or at least he said, you know what, let me share with you what's been going on for us. And it had nothing to do with my family. It was something that they were needing to deal with. And I had total compassion for them. And in that moment, that struggle, that disconnection moment actually brought us closer together. Our friendship became more strong, closer, more solid because we were able to navigate that obstacle. And that's the amazing thing about arguments, fights, challenges, that they're not there to drive us apart. They're actually there as opportunities to bring us closer together if we have the right tools. And so this anger iceberg is a brilliant idea, insight, awareness that researchers have come up with over the years. And I'm handing it to you if you don't already know about this. When someone's angry or when you're angry, ask yourself the question, what might I be scared about regarding this situation? What might I be hurt about regarding this situation? And then take that idea of fear or feeling hurt or sad and surround it in love. Love yourself for having that emotion, and you will watch the anger begins to melt. The anger begins to dissipate. The charge will come off. And from that reduced, emotionally intense place, when you come to a calmer place, you're able to communicate much more effectively. So my question for you is a bit of a vulnerable one today. And I challenge you to find the courage to share this in the comment section below. But when was the last time you got angry? And what might be one of the underlying emotions beneath that? I challenge you to post that in the comment section below. I think that's going to be really healing and inspiring to everyone who reads those comments, including myself. So I appreciate you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.